Have you ever had a situation where you felt like there were two sides, your side and someone else's side? Whether that's a personal relationship, maybe some disagreements, some issues going on, maybe something at work, somebody's, gossiping about you, something going on with your boss. I think just it's common that we find ourselves in situations where there's these two sides, and we want to be right. We want to be vindicated, justified, and we want to make sure that God is on our side. And so we'll pray about it and ask others and things, but many times it's this idea of two sides, and we want God on our side. Well, this is pretty common for us, but what's interesting is this is kind of seen in the book of Joshua in chapter 5. And in the book of Joshua, we know that God has transferred over leadership from Moses to Joshua. God delivered the Israelites and Moses out of Egypt, and then they wandered around for 40 years in the desert because of their disobedience. And the last ones of that generation have died, so now God is going to use Joshua to take them into the promised land. So God does miracles and even parts the Jordan River like he did the Red Sea, and the Israelites have gone into the Promised Land. Now they're to attack the various peoples who were there who were against God and take over the land. Well, the first place that they're going to go to is Jericho, and Joshua is kind of scouting it out, maybe developing a plan. And here's what happens. It's very interesting, I think helpful for us. When Joshua was by Jericho, he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, a man was standing before him with a drawn sword in his hand. And Joshua went to him and said, now watch this, are you for us or are you for our adversaries? Sees the guy and goes, hey, which side are you on? Listen to the response. And he said, no, but I am the commander of the army of the Lord. Now I have come. Joshua's going to fall down and worship, and ultimately the commander of the army of the Lord is going to give instructions of how they're to attack Jericho, which is really not much of an attack on their part, but God showing that he's going to take care of things. But isn't it interesting, as Joshua goes, he says, which side are you on? And the commander responds, no, I'm on the Lord's side. Why do I bring that up? Well, it may be helpful for us as we look through life to stop maybe looking at situations going, is God on my side with this or their side? Our side or their side? And maybe we should just focus on whatever we're doing, whatever we're thinking, am I on God's side? The answer should be yes. I think at times it may not be. So there's times that I think that maybe we're not on the Lord's side, but we're wanting the Lord to be on our side, and that's not going to happen. So brothers and sisters, as you pray, as you think through life, different situations coming up, don't always look to, is God on my side? Look, am I on God's side? Have a good day today.